I'm Jeremy Cato, and today on the North Shore, I want to talk about debt and deficits. I know. Bear with me, because they mean something to projects like this, the Harry Jerome Rec Centre. Two major credit ratings agencies, Standard & Poor's and Moody's, have again downgraded BC's credit rating. They're not blaming global markets or the economy or global trade wars. They're pointing the finger squarely at us, at provincial policies, at weak fiscal management, and a growing pile of debt with no real plan to fix it. A debt downgrade, two more debt downgrades, these things matter to people like you and me. Bigger and bigger piles of our tax dollars are going towards interest payments, not schools, hospitals, transit, bridges, rec centers, things we need. Cities like ours on the North Shore that rely on provincial guarantees and financing support for big projects like Harry Jerome and the North Shore Neighbourhood House might also face crushing borrowing costs for needed infrastructure and services. Most brutal of all, we're dumping debt on the next generation. Generations, maybe.
Now, who pays the price later? You.
Let me lay this out in stark detail. The deficit is projected to be nearly $11 billion next year, and about $10 billion more the year after that, and nearly $10 billion more again in 2027-2028. By then, the provincial debt is expected to hit almost $209 billion.
Inconceivable!
In 2017, BC had a small budget surplus. The debt was about $66 billion. Since then, the debt has more than tripled, and the bottom line has gone from a modest surplus to staggering deficits. Debt and deficits have a policy place only in certain circumstances, short-term emergencies, needed capital projects, and so on. But deficit should be a bug, not an ongoing government feature. I think a part of the problem is the size of government. As the Business Council of BC notes, StatScan shows public sector jobs in BC have grown dramatically over the past decade or so, to nearly 600,000 at the end of last year from just over 400,000 in 2017. Here we are including provincial, federal, and municipal public sector jobs. I get that some crazy things have happened, a pandemic, wars, inflation, tariffs. But what worries me most is what the rating agencies flag. There is no real plan to get things back on track. Let's not dump billions and billions more debt on our kids and their kids. Let's stop digging and make a plan to get out of this cavern of debt.
Dark and difficult times lie ahead. Soon we must all face the choice between what is right and what is easy.
Thanks for watching. I'm Jeremy Cato, and this is the North Shore. We'll see you next time.